Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Intruders. They should have left her alone.
Directed by Adam Schindler, starring Beth Riesgraf, Rory Culkin, Jack Kesy, and Martin Starr. Intruders, originally entitled Shut-In, is about Anna, who suffers from agoraphobia and can't leave her house when a group of intruders come in to rob her. Unfortunately for the intruders, Anna's a little bit more dangerous than she appears to be. Now, before we get into our likes and our dislikes and everything, I do want to say that we're going to touch on some unavoidable spoilers. The reason that we like this movie, we have to kind of spoil it. So what do we like?
Every single character acted perfectly to what their character type and stereotype was. Especially the one that caught me off guard, Martin Starr. He's a Judd Apatow actor. He is in Freaks and Geeks. He's in all of his films, and normally he's this like scrawny, like nerdy guy.
Yeah, you might recognize him from Dead Snow 2. He was one of the zombie killers.
And in this film, completely opposite. He was the most badass character in this movie, and with the beard, didn't recognize him because his dialect, his movement, everything was just not Martin Starr. So it blows me away how he could just act so good in this movie that I didn't even recognize him. I'm a huge fan of his.
We also had some solid performances from Rory Culkin, brother of Macaulay and a bunch of other Culkins. Beth Riesgraf, who played our main female lead. She was great because you didn't really know where her character was. She plays this kind of shut-in type who's just lost her brother. And right after losing her brother, some guys come into her house and want to find the money that she's been stowing away. The movie progresses in such a way that she ends up fucking with these guys and trapping them and not quite torturing them, but definitely playing with their heads. And just seeing her spiral into this different character was insane.
And it's not even in her dialogue, it's just her facial reactions, how she's going from one character to the next. It's believable, and because it's so believable, it's scary.
Another great thing about this film is the fact that it takes place in one house. So this is kind of along the lines of The Collector and You're Next, where it's a cat and mouse game in one location. You get to know the layout of the house. You know Anna's little secret passageways where she's kind of escaping the intruders and trapping them and doing all these little things that you wouldn't see in a normal house because it's not really a normal house.
And it has you guessing, trying to figure out, well, why is there a trapdoor there? Why does that stairwell lead here and that one leads over here? It makes you think from the start right to the point where they get trapped, what is with this house? So you're more engaged in the film because you want to know what is the dark history.
Now, while I'm not going to focus too much on the cinematography, which was fantastic, I do want to talk about the actual techniques that they used. There's a lot of fake out moves in this movie that make you think one way and then they flip the script and it's like a completely different decision in that character's mind. A small example of this is looking under the bed. We have the intruders looking for Anna, and the way that the camera is done, it's a handheld shot, so it makes you think that it's a POV shot and that Anna is actually under the bed when in fact she's not. And there are many instances like this, not only with the camera work, but just little tricks that the actors do that completely catch you off guard, and it's great.
Which brings me to the pacing of this film. It was a constant incline. There wasn't a moment where it peaked and then dropped, because right to the very end, it had you just wanting more. It built some great tension and gave a lot of mystery to it.
Now it's time for our dislikes.
There were certain parts of the story that bothered me because this film created such a realistic atmosphere. There was moments where the intruders did things that I found myself asking, why would they do that? Especially with Vance and how he took care of Anna, or how JP took care of Anna, because each intruder took care of her differently, and they didn't have to do what they did. And it was very uncharacteristic of them.
Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings. Intruders is a great movie. It's a very unique take on the home invasion subgenre. It was a really great story, and the pacing, like John had said, is almost a straight incline. You're constantly waiting for the next scene, and it just kind of double backs on itself, and it's like, holy shit, you would have never guessed from the beginning of the movie how it would end. You need to watch this movie. So I'm gonna give this 5 tater tots out of 5.
Tater tots.
Intruders is an excellent home invasion movie. This film had great pacing to it. It built up amazing tension, left you guessing throughout the entire film until the very end what was gonna happen next. And the acting was awesome. And every character in this film was very interesting, and I wanted to know more about them, and I wanted to learn more about Anna's past and the secrets of the house and why she's doing the things she's doing. It's stuff like that that keeps me engaged in the film. And I think everyone should go out there and watch this. And with that being said, I'm going to give this film 5 creepy guys creeping on a porch swing out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film. If you haven't seen it, go out and watch this movie, please. There's links in the description where you can find it. And then come back and you comment below on what you thought about the film after that. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.